One, two, three. Okay, well, originally, well, and yeah, I'm here now and meeting other wonderful entrepreneurs, so it's been wonderful. In this age of technology and AI, I would dare you to try. My name is Santiago Fernández del Castillo. I'm here from Mexico City competing in the GSEA LAC Finals in Rio de Janeiro. I was always passionate about football, but I was never really good. So now at 24, it has caught up with me that probably I'm not going to be a professional player. I combined my passion for mathematics, my passion for data science, the two majors I studied, with my passion for football. We saw that we could do some interesting things with sports analytics, and that's how Penta came to be. We're now working with one of the biggest clubs in Mexico. And the conference started because when we started, we didn't have the pathway to go from academia to such a competitive and aggressive industry as the sports industry. They didn't want to open the doors for young students like us. So we created this Daytime Sports Analytics Conference and the class I teach to convert it into a pipeline to get people like me, when I started, jobs. We've now gotten people into FIFA, into the national team, into Liga MX thanks to the conference, and I'm really happy to be also sharing with my community. The first step was believing we could. That's the key, knowing this industry exists and knowing this industry has a space for you, and that's why we do the conference. We want to show students that this industry has a space for them. That's how we started. There was nothing like this in Mexico. The industry was really young in Mexico. Barely any team had data and were doing this. So it was not easy. I'm not going to say it's not easy to be an entrepreneur in Mexico. It's a country full of opportunities, and I've been lucky enough to have those opportunities. Since 2023, we have been working with Tigres. We started working originally Toluca women's team in a pro bono contract. We helped them have the best season in their history, together with their coach, Gabriel Velasco. And then we went on to work with Tigres. Tigres is the second most successful club in Mexico in the last decade. They became our first paying client. We're 5 in the team, me and other 4 co-founders who started doing this in school, and what was originally a class project ended up being a company. And we now have an intern. We're really proud to have our first intern. Well, when we started, we didn't know who to talk with, what to do, where to implement it, what data existed. So we started with a small conference in 2023. We were around 80, probably at most 100 students in the conference. And last year we had more than 400 students in person, connecting. We had a 300% growth. Our mission is to keep it completely accessible for students. We don't want students to be left outside of knowledge and opportunities by a paywall. Now we have the biggest club in Mexico, the most successful club in Mexico, Club America, sponsoring us. We have other 6 sponsors that we're about to announce. And well, yeah, we had a hackathon. The hackathon had more than 20 teams present their projects. It has been wonderful, and I'm fulfilling my dream of one day becoming a professor. I'm always excited to try new things and to dream big. How did I stumble upon entrepreneurship? I really don't know. I believe in serendipity. I believe it was a chain of events that one thing led to the other, and we started seeing that there was this opportunity and that we could have a certain leadership in the field, and we stumbled upon it. We never planned to be entrepreneurs. It was never in my mind to become an entrepreneur. I was always thinking of going a more conventional way. But I've learned a lot, and I'm really happy that I stumbled upon this opportunity to become an entrepreneur, and I hope I never go back, because it's been really exciting learning about so many things about business. It's also been really exciting to be independent and to be independent with the people that I love, like my 4 associates who now are my best friends. The toughest challenge is probably credibility. You have to think of the sports industry as a really traditional, really conventional, intuition-based industry. If someone who studied mathematics, if someone who studied data goes in and tells someone who played for 20 years and has now managed for over 20 years, hey, I know how to do this and these are the numbers, and you're gonna have a rough time there. We're striving to get more opportunities and to be heard by the industry, because if they see what we're doing at Tigres works, probably they will open the doors more easily than if we didn't have this success case. I've never thought of giving up. That's not a word I'm fond of. I think there are times when you have to understand that things are not going forward and maybe pivot or maybe be brave enough, because to me, giving up, it has a negative connotation. It takes a lot of maturity and braveness, I assume. I've never been in that position. Luckily, I'm in love with what I do. We've been successful. My university used my picture to promote the event in the university. So I was like, I have to check this out, right? They are using my picture with my permission. My journey in Mexico City was really exciting. I got the first place in Mexico City. I got to meet some wonderful entrepreneurs. And then we had the Mexico, the national event. I also won that one and also met some wonderful entrepreneurs. I'm really excited for you guys to see the passion they have in their eyes. And yeah, I'm here now and meeting other wonderful entrepreneurs. So it's been wonderful. We're gonna be able to foster a connection and a community back in Mexico of young entrepreneurs. So that has been really exciting. And my business, it has been a really introspective journey. I have had to talk and to answer questions that I had never asked myself before, about my business, about myself, about my goals, my future as a student and as an entrepreneur. So yeah, that has been the thing I'm most grateful for. And also the wonderful mentors. I've had access all my entrepreneurship and student career with some wonderful mentors, and I've been lucky enough to have those. But now with these new mentors that I've met here in GSEA, I'm even more impressed. That like it's really good mentors. They mentor me not only about my business but also about my personal decisions, my personal life. So yeah, it's been a 10 out of 10 experience. For me, entrepreneurship in one word is curiosity. I believe curiosity is something we have to foster more. I believe eventually it dies out. We stop daring to take risks. And if you keep a curious mindset, I like to think that I always keep a childlike mentality. Well, you keep opening doors for yourself, like dare to dare. Be brave and be curious, and it's gonna be fun if you're like that. So yeah, that's why I believe curiosity is the word that best describes entrepreneurship. GSEA in one word, I'm gonna say opportunities. It's been full of opportunities. The opportunity to meet other young entrepreneurs with that fire in their eyes, that passion gives them for their business, meet wonderful mentors, have the opportunity to think about myself, to present in front of others, have the opportunity to receive elite feedback from mentors and judges, and also to have the opportunity to be here in another culture, to be able to get to know Brazil and to present in another country, get out of my comfort zone. So I'm very grateful for it. My message that I would like to share with the world is dare to try. I believe now what I've seen, I'm really involved in AI and in data science and the development of these tools. We're starting to stop trying. We're not trying anymore. We can have an essay written by the AI. We can have a picture drawn by the AI. We can have everything solved for us by the AI, even the code we do, the mathematics we do. I believe never stop trying. It's really exciting to try. It's really exciting to fail, and it's really exciting to grow from your mistakes. And there's nothing like thinking with your hand and writing your code and writing your essays and drawing your own images. So now that in this age of technology and AI, I would dare you to try.